Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for MP.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey, Lonzo Ball out there with MP. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Durham. The backcourt there will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
And great when you're facing the front of a back-to-back. How much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Ball kicks to MP. Buzelis sets a screen for MP. The 3. The shot by Buzelis, no good. And the foul called on MP. And that's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Bulls on D. Here's Cunningham. Crosses over. That one misses. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Giddey. Into the lane. Lays it up off the glass.
And battling his way to the finish. Giddey really had to work on that one.
Thompson dishes to Ivy. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Ivy's got his second basket. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball sets a screen for Giddey. Fires for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
And stolen by MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Ball. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
Lots of quick moves inside. Ball to get into great position for the score.
Thompson passes to Durant. Back to Thompson. The Pistons working the ball around now. It's stolen by Buzelis. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Like 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Here's Ivy. Shot to stop the run. Here's Durant. Misses the baby hook.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
MP kicks the ball. Pass to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from MP. Rebounded by the Pistons. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Ball dishes to Vucevic. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Vucevic. In the corner, it's Buzelis. There's Ball with the 3. Traps in the tray. Ball's got 5 points so far.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. MP is second.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Pass to Ivy. Thompson outside. Ivy a screen on Giddey. Here's Thompson. Misses and the dry spell continues. The Bulls leading by 10. Giddey with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. In the corner, it's MP. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Harris, right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Buzelis.
A swing man that scores on all 3 levels. Harris is about as consistent as it gets.
And he may never be an all-star, but Richard, Tobias Harris has a big impact on the game.
And he came into the NBA as a 3-man. But in a lot of ways, he's become the prototype modern power forward. Able to hold his own inside, but also space the floor from 3.
Three-pointer. Ball no good. Pistons trail by 9. Harris passes to Ivy. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Duren. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Ivy against Giddey. Now Buzelis. He has yet to score. And the Bulls with another miss.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Harris finds Cunningham. Harris against MP. Cunningham inside. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Spurs front office making things happen. They've talked about needing to toughen up their perimeter defense, and they did that and more by going out and making a deal for OG Anunoby. Many of his peers consider Anunoby the best perimeter defender in the league, and he will completely reshape this team's defense. The price wasn't cheap, but it was one they'll happily pay.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Giddey against Ivy. And it's Vucevic missing. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 7-point differential. They faced off right here last time they met, but the Hawks just couldn't pull out the win.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's around 10 points per game, almost 2.5 steals, and 7 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Detroit. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Jones subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Pistons trailed by 11. And here's Cunningham. Nothing on the board. Duren with the screen on Huerter. Shot's good by Duren.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Jones. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Smith the pass to Huerter. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Huerter's got 6 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Ivy kicks to Harris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Returning fire. Harris wanted them to know he can answer.
Outside Collins. To the inside and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Raptors was phenomenal. He finished with 64 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Jones. Still without a basket. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Hardaway against MP. Holland the pass to Schroeder. To the left side wing. A shot by Stewart with no one around. Drills it from outside.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Collins finds Huerter. Shoots over Holland. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to Hardaway. Huerter with it. Hardaway picks him up. And he gets the whistle. So 2 free throws coming up. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Known as one of the game's great three-point shooters, Huerter knows his role and plays it well.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
And the Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Jones sets the pick for Huerter. Lets it go with the 3. Smith, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 10. Outside Hardaway. Inside. Here's Stewart. Pass to Holland. Stewart with it. He's guarded by Collins. From about 16, Chicago grabs the miss.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway against MP. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range. Peeler's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Holland. And it's Thompson. And it's Stewart in at the foul, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now. Giddey against Schroeder. Ball kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic with it. MP with it for three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Schroeder with the ball. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Chicago on defense. Schroeder dishes to Thompson. Hardaway from outside. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 11. The three from MP. Another miss by MP.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
And it's to that. And so the Bulls will retain possession here. Kobe White, he's checked. Timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Cunningham. With it. Still scoreless. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Back to Duren. Clock at 6. Jones against Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
MP, no good.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Just a big-time finish by Harris. One more coming at the line.
Pistons have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. They're really doing a good job from the line. They need to stay aggressive, keep drawing fouls, and hopefully pick up a few more and-one situations.
Collins up top, defended by Duren. Smith with a screen on Thompson. Here's Herter. Kicks it out to Jones. That three off the mark.
You can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They lead by 14. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Duren against Collins. Herter passes to Jones. Smith for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Ivy, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly lined so far here in the second quarter. And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Collins setting the pick for MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Sheer effort from the young MP in close.
For Chicago, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And he's good on the second. Pistons trail by 16. Harris outside. There's the lob to Duren.
Score. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
The Bulls shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. Jones, the pass to MP. Here's Hurt. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Cunningham. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
He anticipated it, and he trusted it. MP said, not in my house.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the... chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Asar Thompson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And so he hits both. .119 left in the first half of basketball. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons are in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Floats it up for MP, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Herder.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Cunningham passes to Duren. The Pistons working the ball around now. Thompson looking for an opening. Harris, no good. The Bulls leading by 16. Herder passes to Collins. And here is MP. Launches a 3, and the Bulls another 3.
He's found his rhythm. From deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The voting process.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Chicago Bulls.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
Thanks.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So for Chicago right now, all out there with MP. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic, and it's Buzelis in at the power forward. It's stolen by Vucevic. It's stolen by Cunningham with the drive, and stolen by MP. He gets it in there. MP's got the first basket of the third quarter for Chicago.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Now, here's Ivey. Out to Harris. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Duren with the screen on Giddey. And Duren slams it in.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
It's Vucevic, top of the key. Floats it up for MP. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You see that youthful exuberance from MP on that finish.
Here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. That one falls.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Giddey from outside the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Giddey's got 11 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
From 11 feet away, the shot by Ivey, no good. Chicago leading by 22. MP with it. 30 points in the game. And the dunk by MP.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this one. Pass to Ivey. Fires from deep. Chicago grabs the miss. Now, here's Ball. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Buzelis' shot is good.
From way back, Buzelis already flashing range as a rookie.
Cunningham against Ball. Ivey on the wing. He's got 11. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is the smart play by Ball, staying committed even while getting fouled.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Ball hits them both. Now a timeout called by Detroit. MP really making a difference here.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Cunningham finds Harris. Back to Cunningham. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Duren slams it in.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
On the wing, Giddey. Ivey defending. Duren against Vucevic. And here's MP for 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Can't hit from in close. Chicago's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Bulls.
This is not a team you want to face right now. They are locked in on the offensive end.
2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Cunningham against MP. Drives to the hoop. Vucevic, it's deflected, and he recovers it. And it's good, 2 points. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Cunningham looking it over. It's stolen by Buzelis. MP finds Vucevic.
When he's within range, Vuce is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Ivy. Now Duren. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes at the rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
I'd like to call a little attention to Ball's determination, both on and off the court. You throw a challenge at him, and he will do everything in his power to overcome it.
Kobe White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Harris, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
White, good. White's got his second bucket.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
To the left wing, Thompson outside. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Cunningham for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game. Thompson against MP. Now here's Vucevic. He's tightly guarded, and Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Ivy, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And Chicago also making a switch. Collins is checked in. Poked away and stolen by MP. No good on the shot. Good D by Thompson. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hardaway with it. Now defended by MP. And it's Schroeder missing. Bulls have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And again, Chicago, no good. The Pistons have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
Howland, he's checked in for Detroit. Chicago also making some changes. Smith comes in for Buzelis, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Ball. Now, MP. 32 points in the game. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Peeler's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
And here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Outside Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 9 rebounds now tonight. MP deciding where to go with it. Collins, a screen on Hardaway. And MP throws it down hard.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Schroeder. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Holland. Hardaway with it. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hardaway has got 9.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
MP left side. Fires for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Holland. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And a wide open look for MP. Knocks down the 3 ball. MP's got 40 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Free throw line jump shot. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder.
Harris with some finesse to knock down that little mid-range jumper.
White against Schroeder. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. White's got 4 points this quarter.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Schroeder kicks to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Hardaway is screen on White. Schroeder from outside off the mark. Chicago has gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there.
2 minutes.
Peeler passes to White. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. MP sets the screen for White. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
White.
And the Pistons with possession here. 1:37 left to play in the third. Schroeder outside. Hardaway from outside. Collins grabs the miss.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Schroeder against White. Pass to Collins. Smith on the wing. Over Harris. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 52 seconds left in the third. Now Duran. Duran a screen. 6 to shoot. To end the run, Harris finds Duran. No good there. Collins with some nice D. The Bulls shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. In the corner, Smith with it. Collins a screen on Hardaway. The 3 from MP. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Harris outside. Pass to Holland. And here is Hardaway. Shoots from the elbow. Count that one. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's MP. And that one. Released in time, but no good. MP has been leading the charge for Chicago. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the deep.
Coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Sliding in at the wing spot, it's Ivey and Hardaway Jr. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Jones to the middle. Pass to Peeler. Horton Tucker with it. And again, no good by Chicago.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Here's Duren. Vucevic defending. Here's Hardaway. Duren sets the screen for Hardaway. And Duren. Slams it in.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And clear. An important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Chicago also making some changes. Josh Giddey comes in for Horton Tucker. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. The 3 from MP. Hits the three-point bomb. Peeler's got 43 points.
And they're really... in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Cunningham kicks to Ivey over Peeler. The rebound by Peeler. Peeler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Giddey with it. RJ, you had a chance to ref a Summer League game this past year, so you get a little bit of a feel for what these guys go through.
Being a referee is by far the hardest job in professional sports. To try and keep up with the amount of plays, the amount of possessions, I do not envy their job.
Out to Harris. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And he's shooting more threes of late. Harris is very, very comfortable with that shot.
Bulls leading by 23. Pass to Vucevic. Down low. Here's Ball. Nifty moves. Cunningham with some nice D. Detroit with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And Thompson kicks to Harris. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Ivey, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Buzella sets a screen for Giddey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Ivey. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harris passes to Thompson. Ivey against Ball. From 13. Pass to Ivy. Thompson outside. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
And so Thompson nails both of them. The Bulls leading by 21. MP outside. Now Ball. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Giddey. Over Ivy. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Giddey's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Pistons have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Cunningham passes to Duren. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Giddey with the drive.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
MP against Ivy. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. To the middle. And MP throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. No coverage that time. Cunningham's got 10 points in just the second half. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. At the elbow, Vucevic. Now here's Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And that'll be... Two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Ausar Thompson.
And he just kept working. Giddey felt the whistle coming and able to finish the play.
So for the Bulls, Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. Ivy kicks to Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A steady scorer throughout his career. Harris is still drawing lots of attention.
That's good from Harris. Chicago making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And it's the Bulls with the ball. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Peeler and the dunk by MP.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
1:41 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Ivy. Up again. Controls the rebound. And puts it back up and in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused,
concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
On the wing, Harris. Covered by Smith. Harris's shot is off. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is MP. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's it. Pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for MP. Here's White. Pass to Peeler. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
Being an all-star as a rookie is really hard. MP deserves it, though. He's a really good player.